Okay, so tying a Possum Fur Emerger on a size 12 firehole stick barbless hook. This is an emerger style hook, but any dry fly hook will work fine. Starting off 6/0 black thread, and you're going to build up a thread base, starting with a little gap behind the eye of the hook and working well into the shank of the hook. This is possum fur. This is from a possum tail, and you're going to take some of the fibres from toward the tip, cut them off. Twisting them together kind of helps bundle them up a bit, and you're going to measure, clear the butts out, and you're going to measure the tail and tie it in so it's approximately twice the length of the shank of the hook. So securing that right up over the point and binding it down. You can leave some of the fibres in that you're tying in, and that'll help build up a taper. Now getting some fibres from the base of the tail, which are a little more wispy and are a little more suited to dubbing. They also have a bit higher water shedding capabilities. And you twist dub those onto your thread. It can take a bit of convincing, but just ensure you're twisting in the same direction and applying a fair bit of pressure, and that will help them cord up nicely. And then you wrap, building up. On this style, we're doing a reasonably dense body. I'm just clearing off the excess there, going back, rewrapping, and then securing it. Now we'll go back to the possum tail, and we're going to take more fibres off from towards the tip of the tail. Same thing, twist them to gather them, cut it off, clearing the butts out, and this is going to be tied in and looped over to form the wing. So tie that in. I'm going to trim the excess off here to leave room to dub the thorax in between. Then you really secure that down well. Possum fur can be quite slippery, so it's good to secure it in well. Now you make another dubbing noodle on your thread with the fur from the base of the tail, the wispier fur, and build up the thorax. Taking those fibres of the wing, loop them together, give them a bit more of a twist and fold them over, and you're kind of making a loop that mimics the shape of the curve of the hook there, and that's a good way to help you gauge it when you're tying smaller sizes. Now I'm using the thread just to kind of gather those fibres that are crowding the eye a little bit back, so tying in front and pulling back, tying in front and pulling back, and then I'll just whip finish the fly to complete it. And this is quite a wispy, sort of bulky dry, this one, and you could use this in a team with a nymph or two below where legal, or you can fish it just as a dry, single dry, or a pair of dries, or a dry with an emerger. So just adding some Sally Hansen's as head cement, and that is a Possum Fur Emerger.